You've got it, sweetie. Just a little step.
Oh, you too.
Build again. What are you doing, sweetie?
Welcome back. I am absolutely beyond thrilled to have you here for today's explainer because honestly, we're looking at something incredibly unique. We are going to conduct a forensic, microscopic analysis of a complete narrative arc, and it is entirely hidden within a mere 20-second internet artifact. It is just a brilliant masterclass in understanding how context, expectation, and text all collide to tell a story. We're going to break down exactly how this tiny fragment of digital history manages to encompass ambition, tragedy, and resilience, all while completely defying the very premise that brought us to it in the first place. Okay, so let's dive into this by immediately grounding ourselves in the raw data. Quote, "You've got it, sweetie, just a little step." You too. Build again. What are you doing, sweetie? Now, this exact 24-word transcript is our entire universe for the next few minutes. No punctuation, no capitalization. It's just a raw stream of consciousness captured by a channel called Baby Snuggles. At first glance, yeah, it might look like just a random jumble of everyday phrases, but as we apply our analytical lens to these exact 24 words, we're going to uncover a tightly structured, deeply emotionally resonant microstory. Starting with Section 1, the viral promise, or expectation versus reality. To really understand the transcript, we first have to examine the bait that brought us there, right? The video's 12-word title, uploaded by Baby Snuggles, literally mathematically engineers our expectations. Think about the architecture here. First, we have the command, wait until you see. It demands our attention. It promises a payoff. Then we get the subject, how this Chihuahua reacts to the baby. Highly specific, introducing a very clear animal dynamic. And finally, the emotion, anchored by the heart eyes and red heart emojis, it's priming us for something adorable. It's a perfectly constructed funnel designed to generate anticipation. And this brilliantly illustrates the unreliable narrator technique that is just so prevalent in digital media today. Because on one hand, we have the Chihuahua, the promised star of the show, the element we're all waiting to see react. But on the other hand, we have the baby, the actual, undeniable subject of the spoken audio we just read. There is a stark, almost hilarious gap between the title's promise of dog-centric drama and the transcript's absolute, unwavering focus on a baby's physical actions. It really begs the question, where is the dog in the text? Well, the answer is nowhere. The text is entirely baby-centric. Which brings us to Section 2, the encouraging incident. Let's look at the anatomy of a single step. Let's move to the transcript itself and see how this builds, starting with that opening act of encouragement. If we break down the sentiment of our 24 words, a really fascinating pattern emerges. Over half of our data, 13 words to be exact, falls squarely into the encouragement category. Only 5 words represent a mishap, and the remaining 6 form an inquiry. So we can see the data heavily leans toward positivity. This encouragement acts as the emotional bedrock of this microstory. The narrator isn't just some passive observer. They're an active, supportive participant, laying a foundation of safety for the events that are about to unfold.
By slowing down our micro-pacing, we can appreciate this opening phrase as the true inciting incident. You've got it, sweetie, just a little step. I mean, this is masterful verbal coaxing. The narrator is literally calling our hero, the baby, into action. It sets the stakes right away. The goal is small, just a little step. But in the context of infancy, a little step is a monumental leap. The audio starts right in the middle of the action, thrusting us directly into a moment of intense, focused physical exertion.
And notice the number 2 here. It's a brief journey we're analyzing, sure, but it's a deeply affectionate one. The term of endearment, sweetie, appears exactly 2 times out of the entire 24-word dataset. What's brilliant from a structural standpoint is that it bookends the narrative. It's right there in the very first phrase we just looked at, and as we're going to see later, it pops up in the very last phrase too. It creates this linguistic safety net, assuring both the subject and the viewer that no matter what happens in the middle